Hello, family and friends. I'm at physical therapy. Jan's getting her therapy done this week. And this video starts out last Friday. We were living up in the clouds, foggy, heading down to our physical therapy on that particular day. The clouds about halfway down the mountain disappeared. We broke out of them, I guess we could say. But Friday evening we went over to some friends' home to share a meal at their invitation. And our dear little friend, who they call Beanie, that's not her name, but she's got her little sister all wrapped up like another little bean. Aren't they sweet? Saturday night, we attended the Fireman's Banquet, the annual banquet. More about that in a little bit. But here we are lined up for a meal. Had some great coleslaw. Some of the students from Laurelbrook Academy who are learning to be firefighters and doing a good job. Tickets, Jan was a winner. She got a $50 gift certificate to Cracker Barrel. Surprised, Cherry received Fireman of the Year award for our station. This was Station 770 in Ray County for 2023. Cherry, our daughter, Firefighter of the Year, and Dad, me, top responder, which means I responded the most of anyone in our department to fire call-outs. So there is the group of firefighters of the year. Later in the week, we stopped by this historic building. We needed the services of a notary, and we were told that Carmen, who is the secretary to the county executive, the mayor, was on the third floor, so we headed up the stairs. And as we did, we discovered at the top of the stairs, well, no, this picture wasn't taken this week, but it was taken 99 years ago, July 10. These are pictures of the Scopes trial. Some of the individuals, John Butler, John R. Neal, Tom Stewart, F.E. Robinson, and there I assume is his drugstore. What's it all about? I really don't know all that much, but I can read. The Scopes trial. In the social frenzy of the roaring 20s, the public debate over competing theories of human origins collided in this courtroom. In March 1925, the Tennessee General Assembly overwhelmingly adopted a bill to make it unlawful for any teacher in any of the public schools of the state to teach any theory that denies the story of the divine creation of man as taught in the Bible, and to teach instead that man has descended from a lower order of animals, known as the Butler Act. It was signed into law by Governor Austin Peay on March 21. In response to a notice from the American Civil Liberties Union seeking a teacher to challenge the law, Dayton civic leader persuaded John T. Scopes to fill that role. William Jennings Bryan, a leading Christian spokesman, and Clarence Darrow, a prominent agnostic and evolution advocate, volunteered to assist the prosecution and defense, respectively. Continued. Judge John T. Ralston convened court in the courtroom on July 10, 1925. before a standing room-only crowd with a national radio network. Beyond the question of Scope's guilt or innocence, legal arguments included creation and evolution, science and religion, religion's role in public life, majority and minority rights, parental control of schools, government's role in local, specifically education government. On the seventh day, the defense called Bryan to testify. Bryan planned to examine Darrow the following day. However, the next day, jurors honored Darrow's request for Scopes to be found guilty. The Tennessee Supreme Court in January 1927 overturned Scopes' conviction, but upheld the law's constitutionality. The Butler Act was repealed by the Tennessee General Assembly in 1967. This is a picture that's outside the courtroom and it's labeled how it started. I have to assume this is the signing of the law, which said you can only teach the Genesis account of creation. Here's a picture of Clarence Darrow, who was the agnostic, and William Jennings Bryan. Other individuals from that time. This summer, a celebration is going to start in Dayton. There will be a reenactment again of the court scene. Meal served, able to eat with the cast of characters playing the role of the various individuals. This is what the courtroom looks like today. I'm doing a Scopes video. The physical therapist just walked in the room where I am. So, in the courtroom, you can see where the judge sat. You can see the benches of the prosecution and the defense. This is where all the action took place. Place for lots of people, and you could see in the other pictures how they put lots of chairs in. So many people wanted to attend. It was July 10, when this took place. And it was hot. Even though the ceiling was high, I'm sure there was a lot of hot air rising up. And so they actually went outside and conducted some of the trial outside. So we went home, and there our grandson was in his car eating a burrito he had made at home, and he was heading to work at a Volkswagen. On our walks, we discovered spring has sprung. We enjoy the colors, and this particular day this week, it was especially beautiful, as the low-hanging clouds gave an extra specialness in the community of the valley. The sun was not shining, so the color didn't show much in that bush, but here we are, back to some color. Crocuses, daffodils. Stopping to check out the forsythia. And then another day, the sun late in the afternoon, as I was finishing my walk. The end. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you again next week, Lord willing.